Hi Pisces, welcome. Pisces, this is going to be your you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you may be connecting with. And let's go ahead and get straight into it. So Pisces, when I was meditating on the collective energy, I was getting a song. He says, and now she's back in the atmosphere. Got drops of Jupiter. Drops of Jupiter, I think that's the name of the song. And then I was seeing like images of like the atmosphere, like the universe, satellite dishes. So there's something here getting ready to break through the universe, you know, or like a breakthrough coming through for you Pisces in an area of your life. And whatever this is, it's highlighting freedom or providing you more freedom. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm getting from the channeled messages while I was meditating. But let's get into the cards and get really specific, shall we? So we've got the 12th house and the 7th house here. Piscean Libra energy for some of you. This is talking about surrendering, letting something go, releasing old baggage. But it also talks about bringing balance into relationships, and also finding balance, you know, within friendships as well. This is the card of justice. So there might be some sort of justice being served as well when it comes to the relationship dynamics or whatever you have going on there. It's a beautiful energy, Pisces. So let me start by saying that. And then you have the sun in your overall energy. So this is a sense of like optimism, connecting with your inner child, fun, playfulness, like getting out there, having a good time. And I just heard it's about time. So some of you, it's like kind of letting go of this meh or lower level or even stressful energy, whatever this baggage is. And then like reconnecting with your more optimistic, your more happy-go-lucky self. And also they're saying let freedom ring. So there's something here about that as well. Freedom. Let freedom ring. Let the whole world sing. This person has the Chariot as their overall energy. So this could signify travel, but it also talks about, you know, fast movement forward, progression. So both of you in this space of like freeing yourself up from this tethered energy and feeling a little bit more free, right? To do whatever it is that you're wanting to do. For some of you, come together. Like there's balance being brought to a situation. So let's see what led up to the now moment and go from there. So I'm going to look at the recent past for both of you, what's going on in the present, head space, heart space, and then most likely future outcomes. So let's see, Pisces, what do we have coming in for my Pisces? Recent past energy. Woo, 2 of Cups. Ace of Cups. Wow. 3 of Wands. So, man, your cards don't want to mess around. Okay, so Temperance. This is powerful. This is like things coming together, being able to foresee your future. Yeah, there's still a little bit of back and forth, or maybe a lot of different things going on that you have to balance. But I feel like you're in this space right now where you're able to balance all of it. Like you're able to take it on, you know what I mean? Because you're just also getting into this space energetically where you're feeling better, where emotionally things are feeling better as well. Some of you might have recently connected or been connecting with a soulmate, and it's just making you happy, you know? And if it's not like a twin flame soulmate type thing, it just might be like connecting with your children, your inner child, friends, family, just feeling connected again. And it just feels so good, right? So let's see this person's recent past energy, Pisces. The 4 of Pentacles. Six of Cups. Ooh, ouch. Three of Swords. So this person hasn't quite been in the same space that you've been in. They've had trouble letting go. And I think that's where they keep saying baggage claim. That's where the baggage comes from. Like, I feel like you taking this more easygoing approach and this person being a little bit more set in their ways. You know, it's not always easy for them to just let go of things, especially things that have hurt them. You know, they might even be still holding resentment or pain over stuff that's happened eons ago, long ago. Like I'm saying, this person has a tendency to get stuck and then dwell and dwell and dwell. And this has really hindered their growth and their ability to make significant progress in their life. And not just in relationships. It has affected like almost all areas of their life. And don't get me wrong, I do feel like this person has had a lot dealt to them in life, particularly in their younger life. But it is time for them to no longer identify themselves with that. See, this person places too much emphasis on their past as a way to define their identity. You know what I mean? Like, listen, bad things happen to all of us. That's just a fact. But it's not who we are. It's something we went through, but it's not who we are. Right? And I feel like this person gets that confused. Like they start believing that their traumas or their past or their pain is who they currently are. But really that's just them not relinquishing that energy, right? So not to come down on your cross watcher, but hey. All right, so that's in the past. Let's see what's changed as we go into the present. Let's see what the present energy is here, Pisces, in the headspace for you first. Page of Pentacles. Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're definitely looking for new beginnings, new starts, you know, clearing the energy, feeling more clarity, feeling more connected. You know, I heard bygones are bygones. That may be the stance that you're taking here, Pisces. I just get a sense of like wanting to clear the slate, you know, have peace of mind. It's like not worth getting exhausted or worrying yourself over. I just feel like you're in this space of like, can we just be happy? You know, can we all just get along? Like, what's going on here? You know, it's funny because I named the Leo reading, Come On, Get Happy. And I have Leo energy out. So if you have Leo in your chart or connected with one, check their reading out as well. But it's just like, that's what I heard. Can we all just get along? Like, I feel like that's kind of the space, the state of mind that you're in as my cards fly out over here. Hold on a second. All right, so this person's perspective currently, the Star, the Page of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. I'm loving this energy. So give me one more. Let me tell you why in a second. And the High Priestess. Awesome. So this person, I'm happy to see this. They have actually done some sort of healing or release around this old baggage. So they were carrying it around for a while. They may have let it bleed into their identity to some degree or another. But as they go into the now, into this new chapter, I feel healing coming in around that. And this person wanting a fresh start, a new beginning, stability. You know, whatever they went through, it has actually helped them become more in tune with their desires and their emotions than if they hadn't have gone through that. So in a weird way, this person is being encouraged to look at their past pain or trauma as a blessing, because it's helped to kind of show them through what they didn't want to experience a greater sense of knowing what they do want, right? And we live in a world of duality, so you kind of have to know pain to know pleasure. You have to know sadness to know happiness. You know what I mean? And so now I feel like this person has had their share of things not going their way, but going through that experience has kind of helped guide them to this new chapter of their life where things are about to go their way, and they'll have a greater appreciation for it because of what they went through to get there. So that's the path and trajectory they are on at this moment. So let's see what's going on in the emotional space then, Pisces. In the emotional space. Six of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. Three of Swords. Woo, Four of Cups, Two of Wands. Wow. So, you have done a very good job, Pisces, of opening yourself up. However, I will say that it's still showing up in your heart space that you have still some releasing of your own to do. And I think that you know this. Some of you try to ignore the problem sometimes, especially if you feel like it's going to suck you back into the past or take away from your feeling of groundedness and presence. So I don't think that's altogether a bad thing, right? Like, you don't want to be so focused on the problem or the issues of your life, so much so that you can't appreciate your life. You know what I mean? It's about finding fine balance there between the two, between knowing that there's room for improvement, right? That there's always going to be some contrast in your life, but having a greater appreciation for the simple fact that you are indeed living your life. Because they're giving me a song, just live your life. Hey. But there's like this sense of nostalgia coming through, you know, and confidence, yes, coming through. And I feel like if there's something nagging at your heart or that has hurt you right now, you just don't really want to deal with it. I feel like you're in this space of like, let's just keep the peace. Is kind of how I feel. Or maybe that's what you're being encouraged to do, to keep the peace. I don't know. Let's see this person's emotional space then, Pisces. This person's emotional space. The Five of Wands, the Page of Swords, the Devil. Holy cow. Get one more. That's the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands. Well, oh gosh, this person is making a lot of progress on their path, as I stated before. But they still have some demons, you know, inside of them that pull at them, that want to bring them right back into their shadow. So I feel like they do still struggle a little bit, you know, not to assume the worst or get brought into the negative. It's hard though for this person. Like I feel for your cross watcher for some reason. I just feel like they have a lot of issues maybe that they still need to work out. Like they tend to get fixated or obsessed or, you know, maybe even get sucked into combativeness or drama. It's a painful internal struggle that they have here, and yet I feel them being guided through spirit, right, onto this easier path of least resistance. But first they must let go of something. Like this person really does have trouble letting go, and it just screws up their energy. So here they are again, you know, having a trouble like letting go of something and just getting stuck there, and it putting a blockage up to their growth. And they're being encouraged to keep it moving forward, but also if they have something that is really eating them alive, like there's something eating this person alive inside or eating them up, then they may need to vent or like get it off their chest or communicate it. Or at least that's what they're being encouraged to do. In a healthy way, not in a combative way, right? What's the hope? Magician, so wanting to pull things together. This is the card of manifestation as well. Some of you are hoping to manifest more love and happiness and connectedness in your life. And I think that's why you're trying your best to stay grounded, right? To not let yourself get sucked into the drama or maybe this person's negative energy. What is their hope? The King of Pentacles. So they want to be steady. They want to be steadfast. They want to be reliable. You know, and I'm not saying that they're not. I'm not saying they can't be all of those things, because they certainly can. And when they're in their higher self, when they're in their higher self, they're at their best. They're stable. They are intuitive. They are, you know, maybe even comforting. But when they are at their worst, they're at their worst, the lowest. You know what I mean? Like, this person has there's a pretty big gap between their higher self and their lower self, you know? I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that pendulum swings both ways, you know what I mean? So let's look at the most likely future outcome then, Pisces, and see what we have coming in there. And keep in mind that all of the future outcomes can be changed with free will. You're in the driver's seat, no one else, but we'll start there. So Pisces, the Empress, Ten of Wands, Justice, and the King of Pentacles, and the Hermit here. So there's this message here, Pisces, about taking good care of yourself, not letting things get to you in that way, not taking on this person's baggage, you know, which I think can be easy to do if you allow it, but you're being encouraged to keep your peace, keep the balance, and just be comfortable in the fact that universe has your back, right? Like, karma is served without you having to do anything, and your only job really is to find happiness with who you are and where you're at and come to peace with that. And I heard for some of you, come to terms with that. You've had your fair share of struggles. There's no doubt about that. And you have carried some baggage with you along the way. And to some degree, it is still lingering inside of you. But for the time being, I feel like your focus is more so on like the things that fulfill you, the things that make you feel good, the people that make you feel good, and not losing your cool right now. And that's exactly where you're being guided to anyways. So I feel like you owning your own ish and loving yourself anyways. And I feel like it's okay to expect this person to also own their own ish, you know? Like, they can't, I feel like sometimes this person like wants to make their problem everyone's problem. And if you will allow that, you'll definitely get sucked into that. But I feel, you know, you're being guided to kind of detach from that, or maybe even ignore that type of behavior when they go there, because they have to be responsible for their own emotions and their own actions. So let's see what the most likely future outcome is for this person. And y'all feel free to flip this message if you need to, right? Like it's a general reading, so it can go either way. Ace of Wands, Four of Swords, King of Swords. So this person's coming to some conclusions here. Also, when you detach from this person, it just makes them so mad. So here I'm telling you, like, when they're behaving badly, you know, like, or if they're sending you negative energy, to detach yourself. And then, like, you detach yourself and it just makes them more angry. But again, it's, like, not your problem, right, to solve. Like, this person, and I'm saying this with love, right, because both of you are deserving of love. But this person has to own their own emotions and their own emotional responses. And how are they going to be able to learn how to do that if, you know, you continually allow them to dump it on you, I guess, you know, or entertain it, that's the word. So it's almost like the more you kind of stay in your own lane and ignore or detach, the more frustrated it makes them. But it also makes them more serious. It makes them more serious about getting clear then with themselves. You know, what do they want? What are their desires? What's motivating them? The King of Wands. So I feel strongly if you're a feminine Pisces, then you would resonate as is with the reading, meaning you, feminine Pisces, and this being a masculine. I feel a lot of masculine energy over here. If you're a masculine Pisces, you might actually resonate more with the cross-watcher side, and whoever you're dealing with, the feminine more this side. I just want to say that. Because it's a lot of masculine energy showing up over here. Like this person sometimes has a hard time controlling their temper, you know, and then like if you don't respond to them, you know, lickety split or something, or like you detach from them, it kind of just then kind of makes them more stern. But it's coming from a place of like emotional instability or insecurity. Things that they haven't yet to let go of, that maybe have been adapted into their personality. They're on and being guided through a journey of healing that within themselves, but they're still struggling with this at the moment, Pisces. And so just be aware that they have some growing up yet to do. Don't we all? And it's not, the suggestion isn't for you to sit here and judge this person at all. It's instead to just love yourself and stay sturdy in that, and detach when you need to, ignore if you need to, and just let the universe kind of figure it out and this person figure out how they feel. In the meantime, there's this happiness coming through here and emotional connectivity. So there's this positive change coming through and more balance being brought to the entire situation by the end of June, right? So you're just going to have to let it work itself out a little bit. So let's see what the guidance is then. Let go. How did I know that would be? So this is for your cross-watcher. It says, once you let go of the outcome, you'll be able to release all the emotional constraints that have held you back in the past. Trust in the higher good and guidance of spirit, as we have only your best intentions at heart and will do everything to protect you. So this person is being encouraged to let go, not just of the past baggage, but of the need for things to be just perfect or just right as we go into the future. Then they have new beginnings. So they have a new beginning on their horizon as soon as they're able to let go. So how fast will this new beginning come in for them? As quick as they're able to stop looking into the past, or as quick as they're able to let go of something. This is self-sabotage and listen. This is your advice. It says, when you learn to get out of your own way, there'll be no stopping you. Most of the time, it's not others who prevent you from achieving your goals. It's that inner voice that derails the carefully woven plans. So careful not to self-sabotage during this time frame, Pisces. Instead, listen. Listen to your intuition. Listen to your heart. This card says, be willing to listen if you want to understand. Now is not the time to offer advice, but instead to be a compassionate listener. So remember when I said to not get involved if you don't have to? There's that message again about kind of taking your attention away when appropriate. Okay, so wow, interesting reading, Pisces. Zodiac signs that you might be dealing with or have in your chart or the chart of the person you are connected to. I have here Libra, Pisces. I've got Leo, Cancer energy up here. Let me pick those up real quick. Then I have Aquarius, Capricorn, Libra, Virgo, Libra again, Taurus, and Libra, Virgo again over here. So those are the zodiac signs that I'm seeing, but it's a general reading, so it doesn't have to be any of those. Just take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, as I do have videos and content over there. Tarot Time with Dana is the name of all of my platforms. Link down below, as well as in the About section, where you can find the donation link for those of you who'd like to donate. You can do so there. Otherwise, I am wishing you the very, very best, Pisces. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.